The 1945 Lincoln 1-cent penny. History, design, value, and million-dollar auction reality. Imagine holding a piece of history in your hands, one that survived World War II, witnessed America's economic boom, and still holds value today. The 1945 Lincoln wheat penny may seem like an ordinary coin, but its story is anything but common. Could this little copper coin be worth millions? Let us dive deep into its history, design, real value, and auction records. 1. The history of the 1945 Lincoln penny. Old black and white footage of the 1940s plays, soldiers returning from war, President Truman giving a speech, and Americans celebrating victory. The year 1945 marked the end of World War II, with the surrender of Nazi Germany in May and Japan in September. The United States had emerged as a global superpower, and the economy was transitioning from wartime production to peacetime prosperity. During this period, the U.S. Mint continued producing Lincoln wheat pennies, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, the coin became one of the longest-running U.S. coin series. By 1945, the U.S. Mint had already experimented with alternative materials during the war, as seen with the 1943 steel center due to copper shortages. However, by 1944, copper and tin were reinstated for pennies. Mintage and production. The 1945 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia Mint No mint mark, 1,040,515,000 minted. Denver Mint D mint mark, 266,268,000 minted. San Francisco Mint S mint mark, 181,770,000 minted. This means that over 1.48 billion pennies were produced that year, making them common. But are there rare versions worth millions? We'll get to that soon. 2. The design of the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny. Features a right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. The phrase "In God We Trust" appears above Lincoln's head. The word liberty is to his left. The year 1945 is to his right. If the coin was minted in Denver or San Francisco, a small D or S mint mark appears below the year. Displays 2 wheat stalks on the left and right edges, hence the name wheat penny. The central text reads 1 cent and United States of America. The national motto "E Pluribus Unum" is inscribed at the top. This classic design remained in circulation until 1958, when the wheat penny series was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial penny. 3. The value of the 1945 Lincoln penny. A coin collector examines a 1945 penny under a magnifying glass. The value of a 1945 Lincoln penny varies significantly based on its condition and any rare errors. Here's a general price breakdown. Common values: circulated condition, 0.05 to 1. Uncirculated condition mint state, 5 to 25. High grade MS 67 plus, 100 to 500. Rare errors that increase value. Some 1945 pennies are worth thousands due to minting errors. 1. Doubled die obverse DDO. A doubling effect on the letters or numbers can make a penny worth 1,000 plus in high grades. 2. Off-center strikes. Coins with part of the design missing can sell for 50 to 500 depending on the degree of misalignment. 3. Repunched mint marks. If the mint mark was stamped more than once, the penny could be worth hundreds of dollars. 4. Did any 1945 penny sell for millions? The auction reality. Many collectors dream of finding a 1945 penny worth millions. But has it actually happened? Let us look at the reality. Most expensive 1945 pennies ever sold. A 1945's Lincoln penny graded MS 67 plus read by PCGS sold for around $6,000 $10,000 at auction. A 1945 Lincoln penny graded MS67 red reached 3,500 plus in a heritage auctions event. What about the millions? Unlike the famous 1943 bronze penny or the 1955 double die penny, the 1945 Lincoln Center has not yet sold for millions. However, if a unique mint error or an ultra-high-grade specimen is discovered, it could break records. Fake news and myths. There are many online rumors about 1945 pennies selling for millions. These are often misinterpretations or scams. If you think you have a valuable penny, get it certified by PCGS or NGC before believing exaggerated claims. 5. How to check if you own a valuable 1945 penny. Step 1. Check for mint marks. If it has a D or S, it's from Denver or San Francisco, which may slightly increase value. Step 2. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for doubling, misprints, or off-center strikes. Step 3. Grade your coin. If it has a shiny red surface with no scratches, it's worth more. Step 4. Get it certified. Submit your coin to PCGS, NGC, or ANAX for professional grading. Step 5. Check auction listings. Compare with recent sales on heritage auctions, eBay, or Stack Bowers. Closing scene. The 1945 Lincoln wheat penny is a fascinating piece of American history. While most are worth only a few cents, a rare error or ultra-high-grade specimen could fetch thousands. But millions not yet. So before believing the hype, do your research, and who knows, you might just hold the next record-breaking coin. This video delivers the best, longest, and most detailed breakdown of the 1945 Lincoln penny, covering its history, design, values, errors, and auction reality. If you have any specific questions or need more details, let me know. The second and valuable, the 1842 US 1-cent coin, part of the braided hair large cent series, is a significant piece of American numismatic history. Designed by Christian Gobrecht, this coin showcases the evolution of U.S. coinage in the mid-19th century. Design and varieties. The obverse of the 1842 cent features the classic Liberty head, adorned with braided hair, encircled by 13 stars representing the original colonies, with the date below. The reverse displays a laurel wreath surrounding the denomination 1 cent, encircled by United States of America. Notably, the 1842 cent comes in two date sizes, large date and small date. The large date variety has more prominent numerals, while the small date features more compact digits. Historical context. Minted exclusively in Philadelphia, the 1842 cent had a production run of 2,383,390 coins. This period marked a transition in U.S. coinage, with the braided hair design introduced in 1839 to replace the matron head design. The braided hair series continued until 1857, reflecting a move towards more standardized and aesthetically refined coinage. Value and collectability. The value of an 1842 cent varies based on its condition and specific variety. For instance, a coin graded as fine 12 might be valued around 60, while an uncirculated example could fetch approximately 625. Coins in higher mint state grades, such as MS64, can command prices around 1,965. Proof versions are particularly rare. One graded proof 64 brown sold for $5,405 in 2016. Recent auctions. While 1,842 cents haven't reached million-dollar figures, they remain highly sought after. The 2016 sale of a Proof 64 Brown for $5,405 highlights the coin's desirability among collectors. Additionally, a VF Very Fine 1842 large center was listed for sale at $60, reflecting the coin's value in more circulated conditions. Thank you for joining us with this video. Subscribe to our channel for more informative videos.